Mission 4, Backtrack. Welcome to Fresh Pond Junction. Today I'll be operating a local transfer over to Oak Point Yard. So, hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Dovetail Games Trade Sim World. And today I'll be driving the GP38, making a small transfer, whilst delivering a small load to Oak Point. So, yeah, it should be quite an interesting one, this journey. Of course, in the freights, which is probably one of the main points of this DLC, the Northeast Corridor. But I've got a lot to talk about for sure, especially this weekend. Basically working with Dovetail Games at the EGX Res convention. Insane their game to all that. Oh, sorry, I said the reverse into reverse. I do apologise, but that's fine. Brakes released. And let's get some power in. Throttle 2 should do it. Oops. Bit too fast already. Anyways, that should be fine. So, yeah, welcome to Dovetail Games at the EGX Res. Thoroughly enjoyed that show. So basically, what happened is, so, they're out in London doing a games convention. I was like, I'm free this weekend, might as well see if you guys want me. And they decided to have me there, and just overall, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, especially like the free time, going out to see different games. For example, who was it? Excalibur, who's now taking on and producing the Flashing Lights game. That was way too fast there. That was a really interesting thing to definitely try out. Likewise, Tired by Secret Games. That was quite fun. We actually had a bit of fun with that. Just overall, some really, really good games out there at the moment. So that was quite fun. And again, the whole weekend was just me focusing on the Great Western Railway. So I now have as much route knowledge in that section of track as anyone would. Driving the 43 up and down the line constantly. A few class 166s and a few freight trains, but class 43 being the main selling point, I guess, the DLC. You had a lot more chance to play around with that one. But anyways, that's the Great Western main line. Today I'll be on the Northeast Corridor. And this, of course, we'll be doing a bit of switching. So we've got this one. It's like 3 more missions, 2 normal ones, and they've got some 1 hour long switching in New York, which should be quite an interesting one to do. Anyways, this point I'm just balancing my throttle. We are going uphill at a fairly steep gradient, but at the same time, I don't want to be getting away from 10 miles per hour too much. Anyway, we're stopping at Bay Bridge Yard in 700 yards. Hopefully that shouldn't be too much of an issue. So it looks like that the hill is now starting to calm down a little bit as we are going over that road there. Use the bridge, will be the overpass under here, fair enough. There we go, now that we're over, the track kind of just flattens out a bit. I have to say, by using the Unreal Engine, this game does look great, it does look fantastic. Oh, and actually, got a chance to play Eurofishing as well for the first time. That was actually quite a bit of fun as well. Probably worth live streaming it just over the weekend or something. But yeah, I got to try out Dovetail Games Eurofishing for the first time. I enjoyed it. A couple of years ago, I did a bit of fishing with my family in our Polish rural farm in the summer. I enjoyed it. So I'm now in a copy of that. So I can then play for in my free time. And if you need me to sell the Great Western Mainline to you, the Xbox edition of Train Sim World, because I've now got, again, I now know exactly how the controller works in this game as well, because we had the Xbox One version of Train Sim World, Founders Edition, and then the Eurofishing was on PSP. Sorry, PS4. It's not a portable, I do apologise. PlayStation 4. Right, so about 300 yards now away from stopping. A bit more power in to get back up to 15 miles per hour. we start to bring this train to a halt, and then head down the other way to go pick up the trailers. I'll use the point of this one. Another bridge for roads down below. Unfortunately, I don't know which part of New York this is right now. In like town names and stuff, unfortunately, I'm not very good at in New York, so I do apologise. The only areas I really know is we've got Brooklyn, we've got Long Island, you've got Albany, you've got New York City, I guess. A bit of braking in. Nothing too much, just stop the train, okay, a bit more braking. Whoops, full service. There we go. Right, so I now need to set the track points. Do that here. And my goal is to get to this track here. So if I backtrack, so you two meet. Ooh, okay, no, we can't do that. And get around. Alright, work my way down there. So we cross to here. Then it's straight. Then we make a left. Carry on. And then it's a straight. Yes, there, cool, that makes sense. So now get ourselves going forwards. And the speed limit is up to 20 now for this section. So we shouldn't need as much braking for this bit. Brakes are all set actually. So released and restats. Don't go on any speed with the brake sets. Probably just wear out the wheels, wear out the brakes, brake everything. So 17 should be fine for now. So Bay Bridge Yard. So I assume this is Bay Bridge. That's the only assumption I can make with this bit. There we go. We're up to 20 now. Perfect. Here we are in our train 2630. This is GP38, isn't it? It is double checking what I'm talking about. Yeah, GP38-2. There's some initial braking in now. No need to stop it just yet. Oops, nope. Not for just actually brake, but more power and just keep the train going. Yeah, braking was a bit too early. It's just after I get to the switch point when we stop, so I'll assume I'm going to be reversing into the cars on the right here. Over 20, keep it under the speed limit if possible. There we go, feeder point, wipe the window. There we go, I can turn on wipers automatic if I wanted to, but I'll keep them manual for now. Braking wise, whoops, full service should do it. Stop at location, that should be fine. There we go. And now I need to reverse to the 15 vehicles, that's fine. So if we set the train to reverse, make sure the points are all set as well. So you and you meet. Whoops, no, that's the same. Perfect. Reverse, brakes release. Let the power in. So try and get around 10 miles per hour, I'd say. Whoops. Okay, I put too much throttle, too much speed. Bit of braking in. There we go. That was a bit faster than I would have liked, but be coupled without crashing. And if we now go find the train, there it is. Jet's complete. I now need to move. Where am I moving to now? Move forward. Are we off the points yet, or are we going down here? Apparently, that's what it looks like, I have to say. How does it work? We can take like that. Trying to go straight. So yeah, if I change the points here, let me reverse a bit. Let me make sure I'm actually completely off the points. A bit more power in. Let's get off the points first, and then I'll change them. There we go, that's better. There we go, a bit of braking. That'll do. And now, so you go straight. Next one is straight, bring train forward, and then reverse into the next set of cars. Perfect. So you can now go forward, and then just put some power in now. Window. Nope, not open it, I'll close you. Perfect. So now idle throttle. Just gonna put a bit more throttle in because, yeah, at this point we're also actually going downhill. Actually, yeah, if we go downhill at this point, up for the bridge. It's then just a case of how I can manage it. That down below, I will assume, is in the main line. No, it's not, just another siding. The main line's way up north, fair enough. I have to say, this isn't the most linear route in the world. Compared to the previous DLCs and routes from this simulator, this isn't too linear. We have got a fair bit of variation. So the back of the train is now about to cross over the point we need. I can now go to idle. In fact, probably worth braking now. Answer is yes, yes we can. So it's now bring the train to a halt. 100%. Gosh, being much heavier, much larger. Now I've got to be very careful with my braking, since I don't want to be going too far, too fast. So bring it to a halt. There we go. Set that to reverse. Open them again, so I'm going to have to stick my head out. Set the points as well. So you now turn. And that connects those two together, you two together. And yeah, back it up. So I probably won't be able to see the back of the train at this point. No, I can't. So it will just be me, in a way, feeling how far we are from the train. Because yeah, it's 557 yards away from me, but the train's about 200 yards long itself, so that's something I need to bear in mind. I'll keep it like 10 miles per hour for the reversing section, then that should be fine. I can use the map, or I can use a free cam just to look at the back of the train. There we go. In fact, I can use the back camera, can't I? There we go. Yeah, so 9 miles per hour, that should actually be alright with the actual approach speed to this area. Again, not too fast, it derails everything, but not too slow, that's it. Doesn't couple properly. 10 miles per hour. Like, coupling's one thing that always scares me. Like, this looks too fast to me. Just feels too fast. But, nope, this is decent approach speed. There we go. Idle. Train comes to a halt. Hopefully. Braking in. Service brake 100% apparently. Did I forget some? Do the brakes. Looks like I did. And there we go. Back in. And heads to Fremont branch. Head to the Fremont branch, which is just up ahead. So make sure the things all correct again. Should be. I want to get out of the section because the train's actually sitting on top of it right now. You need to change. Single rail track. For a fair bit until we cross those two lines again. And then we split off to that. So I need to take the left or right branch. I need to take the left branch. Should be automatically set for me. Yep, that's fine. So train goes to the forward. Horn twice. And braking off as well. Must remember to do that this time. Well, the train was slowing down so much in the first run. And off we go. Throttle free. Get a bit of power in. And manage that as we gain some speed. Journey time shouldn't be too long. 3 miles. Speed limits will increase, I will assume, as we go down the line. There is a good chance it probably won't, but anyway, it should be alright. Bring it to a halt, and then at that, well, I'll assume the mission will come to an end. And say another driver will then take over. Point up ahead has been set. As required. And we should be alright now. About 14-15 miles per hour now. Still got 820 amps in the throttle there. So we've still got power coming in, but still not as much as it was before. We are still accelerating, maybe to downhill, so that's on throttle 2. That should keep me at 15 for 1. Nope, go up to 20. Throttle 4 should do that. Yeah, I've done heater on. I mean, it won't actually do anything for me, but I know in the real world I'd have the heater on completely. That's actually required. I won't turn the wipers on fully. Yeah, quick wipe. That's the throttle. Now goes down to 3. Actually, put on neutral. Okay, 3 it is. There we go, now making the points here. Down to the single rail branch, the route. Again, train being big and heavy enough. As you on idle, the train will basically manage itself to slow down, even on a downhill stretch like this. Throttle 2. Balancing now basically between 2 and 3, just being up to 20 miles per hour again. Now just over 2 miles to go. Have to close the window again, so I don't actually need to look out the window for any more of this journey. It's meant to do that. And yeah, things aren't looking too bad. Again, I wish I could actually feel that heat in the real world, because it's freezing here in London. Throttle 4, 25 miles per hour. How are you doing? Don't talk much. Fair enough. And again, I love that little sticker there. The please don't tamper the brake valve settings. It's like I just didn't notice that when I'm playing the CSX Heavy Haul digital mission pack. And then comes to 22 miles per hour now. 2 miles to Fremont. Otherwise, yeah, it's just a case of sitting here, going down this branch. How many cars do we have now? 15 initially. And then I think the second one added, what's about here, doesn't it? So that's added like another 10, 15, it's about 30 cars right now. 30, between 25 and 35, basically. Carrying a few wooden planks here actually. Quite useful for me. Got a few shelves. It's had a handbrake, of course, as well. If you remember me with my train accidentally rolling, it was like last time I did the one of these heavy haul missions, like 2 weeks ago, where I got off the train to set the points manually, and then I forgot to set the brakes. The train actually started rolling on a downhill stretch of track, which was rather awkward. Level ground now. So if I put in throttle 5, just to get it up to 25 exactly, then bring it back down to 4, the train to essentially cruise its way to the destination. In fact, yeah, being quite a heavy train, we're not getting much power out of this at this point. 24, 25, because don't forget that it is raining. Wheel slippage is going to be a factor that this simulator does take in. It's like wheel slippage and just the overall physics what you expect to find in a wet surface, wet tracks on metal. So those little details again I do like about Train Sim World. Right, downhill, 0.3% gradients and getting steeper slowly. I believe this is the track. Yes, it is. Just not a siding spawn, not a full line. The full line is right up to the north of this area. Yeah, it's just another siding here. In fact, actually, the mission say we're going to the Oak Point, weren't we? Which I believe is. We're stopping at Fremont Branch. No, go via location. Okay. So are we stopping here and reversing? Would that be the plan? I don't 100% know. Still learning my route knowledge for this area. I'm trying to figure out which one's Oak Point again. Oh no, sorry, that's Oak Point here. Cool, so we are continuing. Right, that makes sense. Yeah, we take the third track here. Probably see a few ACS-64s. And then we leave the third track. And then join the actual siding area here. For our train to finish off. Okay, that makes sense. I can have a look at the pointing once we do get to our destination. 5. Again, just try and push the train right up to 25 miles per hour. 7 throttles in total, I believe. 8 throttles. Quick wipe whilst we're on the bridge. So I get a bit more of a built-up area. This, yeah, road going on above, building over there. This is more of a structured area. In fact, let's go to the National Bridge itself, down below. Yeah, this actually looks like quite a major road. It's 4 lanes. Anyone knows which road this is, please let me know. I'm interested to learn this part of the routes and the buildings in the air and so forth. We've got this siding, which goes into a motorway / freeway. Then we go up and over. Ah, okay. There's a road sign over there. To City Downtown Services, East Downtown. Fair enough, that's not going to be a real sign. We go up and over. North Arrow, the uphill stretch. 8. Quite interesting route, actually. Quite interesting siding. I do find this one quite interesting. There you go. Stop at Oak Point approach in. Okay, stop at Oak Point. Stop at Oak Point approach. So that would be just before we enter the site. And then we'll get a few point switching notifications. And that train we saw a moment ago was stop at a red signal. So I'll assume he's been released as such, so that when we enter the main stretch, we get an opportunity to see him go past. Just a little bit, those little details, if you do look in the right places, you can see for a mission. So speed limit is now up to 30 miles per hour as we enter the main line. Head down the main northeast corridor. Which, if you do watch my Railroad Empire series, I'm currently in the process of making. So I've built the train line on that series, on that game, from Washington to New York so far. No downsides on the map I'm on at the moment. There's no Pennsylvania just yet. But no, if you're interested in my other train game series, I guess, take a look at my Railroad Empire series. I personally quite enjoy it, and I believe quite a few people do watch it too. I'm really messing up my throttle at the moment, trying to find a good balance in the speed. 5 is too much, way too much. Okay, not anymore, it's gone up to 40 mile per hour speed limit. Let's bring up to full throttle then, just trying to get some speed up. There we go, we are now on the main line. That's our thumbnail for the video. Why not? There you go. So, how are we doing? 30 miles per hour at 40, stopping 2.9 miles just before we enter the location. So, I've got to put in a lot of braking in. Try and stop in the right places. I've got 3 sets of brake: dynamic, indirect, and independent. Sorry, automatics. Yeah, sorry, indirect is independent. Got dynamic and then automatic. All 3 of them are presets. But at this point, we're not really accelerating because we're going uphill in the rain, so not getting much of our grip as we need as a train. Yeah, kind of struggling up these tracks, I have to say. Not doing at all well. track. This is lots of fun now. Yeah, I'll the first one. But there we go. An ACS-64 passenger service on the left there. And then we will continue ourselves. So broken away from the motorway, we're now on our own. Because unlike the UK, where like a number of railroads and trains and stuff, especially down the underground, follow like old roads, the New York system is a lot older than the buildings and run through everything. So like most parts like outside of London, get fair enough, it's just new railways and stuff. But when you go to like central London and stuff, a lot of the roads, a lot of railways do follow the roads. And I'll use the underground as an example there. So we will soon, not soon, so 2.3 miles to go on this stretch of track. But in a little bit, we'll start thinking about braking. Train to halt. So where's the second train? Right on time. You should see him just go past the that's Hellgate Bridge. There he is. Also not going too fast, to say. Those trains usually a bit faster than these freight trains, so he's not running at 100% himself. An idea of like how tough these conditions are right now, going uphill and in his case downhill on wet slippery tracks. We're getting 25 at the moment, so we need to get some power in, or worst case scenario, it comes to a halt in an uphill area. There's no way this train's moving again until things dry up. As we now go through the bridge, I'll just talk a bit more about the train sim world like events as well as that, and Eurofishing of course. And so much I'm not going to say, of course. Although they're very good at hiding stuff even from me, I have to say. They won't tell me what they're working on next. All I know is that something's happening on Wednesday. And bug fixing as usual. Oh, and Matt Peddleston doesn't take holidays. Like, seriously, that guy works himself to death. But nah, I like you, Matt. You are like, this is your simulator, this is your child. And wow, my amps are going everywhere at the moment. I probably actually should reset the throttle if I'm going to blow that engine up. Because that did not look healthy in one bit. Steep downhill section, 1.1% gradient. I will be careful now in this area. I won't, because we're braking quite heavily. I'm not sure why my power just started surging there for moments. That was dangerous. I've reset it. Things are a lot smoother now, so I'm glad I spotted that early. 1.7 miles from Old Oak. No, Old Oak is the Great Western one. Old Oak was the Great Western one. They've knocked it down since. Oak Point is this one. Not idlet, like 6 for now. 5. 5's too little, then 6 should do fine. 4. 3 is going to be a bit too little in my opinion, but you never. Okay, 3. Okay, 3 might have done it for me. 1.2 miles to go, so we'll in a moment start slow train down. Speed jumping around, I will assume is down partially to the parts down to the train, parts down to the weather conditions. Should be on 3, not 2. So I do need some power to keep train going, otherwise we are just a rolling, slowing mess. Again, I'm still very much getting used to these US trains. Right, idle throttle. I want a nice slow approach into Oak Point. And with this train being big and heavy enough to slow itself down, kind of. It's not doing it often now. It's not doing it as much. I mean, we are going downhill, so fair enough. I'll give it that. I can bring it down to around... Yeah, 10 will be a bit too slow for this point. Put some throttle in, but not enough for this train to like start accelerating too much. 26, 25 would be good for me at this point. And this heavy braking for the rest of the journey. Again, this mission was advertised at 25 minutes on the UI, not half an hour, 40 minutes. So if we put some braking in a moment. That's one brake. Which should actually be enough for the stopping. A little bit lighter, because I do need to make the last 600 yards before stopping, so 14 is good for now. Go back to the front of the train where this camera should be positioned. As we continue our final stretch to the Oak Point yard. Please, there we go. I can actually just about see the entrance in the distance over there, coming in through the fog. I'm just going to pass down the other bridge. The centre track actually appears to go elsewhere to the other bridge in distance we saw earlier on. Go just over 200 yards now to go. Throttle, I'll now cut for the last time, at least until we get going again. They're not going to leave me just outside, they're going to tell me to change the points and then find a bay to go into. Here we go, braking full, bring us to a halt. Too soon. Okay, we'll try that again. Obviously I want it within like 10 yards of the stopping points. Ooh, too much throttle in. That was just wheel spin there. Alright, less power. More going. Please. Should be released. Let's just reset the throttle again. Let's get everything from launch again. So 0 amps. Train will now come to a halt. There we go. Throttle 1. Nice and slow. And that should get us moving. Nope. Throttle 2. Let's try it 3. Gosh, this is what I meant earlier when this train's not going anywhere. Don't go any higher because that's just going to mean engine blows up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Braking's all turned off. This is why... Come on. Alright, do you guys have any ideas what I can do to get this train going? Because I'm stumped. I actually don't know what I'm meant to be doing. Both engines should be on. It does appear that the rear ones aren't actually turned on. Go on, let's try and manually kickstart that thing. What's the worst that can happen other than me blowing up the entire train? Crossover. Down to the front. See what's going on. So in that case, I will now go to one of these. Can't find which one is. Turn the engine on. One of those clamps shows the engine. Basically, I'm going to try and do this. Turn this engine on manually. Actually, now getting a bit lost. What's going on? Right. Which one of these flips? The hinge. I presume it's this one, but obviously not. There we go. Flip. Flip. Nope. Okay. Alright, so engine doors on. Now flashlights. Primer. Start the engine. Not on it. Why? Because this one comes out properly. You see my struggle trying to get this train to work. I mean, until it's to reverse if I wanted to, and full throttle it. Won't do anything, won't it? Handle off, release, that's all released, should be. Control, engine run off, generator on, engine run to off now. Back. Again, shall we? Nope. Right, now what situation? I put too much power in, this engine blows up. Which is the opposite of what I want to do right now. Let's try that again, shall we? So everything off. In fact, can I like decouple the back of the train just to get things going? Will they have a go at me if I cut off the last couple carriages? See what happens. Unlocked. There we go. Kind of going, I guess. There we go. Now going. I mean, we're missing the back of our train, but nothing's popped up to say that we're in trouble just yet. So best case scenario for me is that we can make this route just without the back of our train. Oh yeah, we've got to halt anyway now, don't we? All that for nothing. Stop location, full application. Unexpected vehicle formation, although we're carrying on. Stop location, point to track 3. Alright, what's gonna happen? So taking the third track. So 1, 2, 3. We need that one to change. That one to change. And that one stays the same. That one changes. We are on this track anyway, so that should now be our train going in. Perfect. Right, let's enter the yard, shall we? Full throttle's the initial push, and then down to throttle 4. Nope. Okay, nope. Cut it. Let's use the brakes this time, shall we? That'd probably help, wouldn't it? Full throttle. And down to 4. Now we're going. So I saw the unexpected vehicle formation notification pop up, but it didn't throw us out. So I will assume that we are clear right now to go. Yep, the task log appears to be safe. If we do succeed in the mission, I will report that as a bug, because we shouldn't be able to do that. But hey, that's the next train's problem now. Just like formation of 15-20 cars just sitting in the track doing absolutely nothing. Another ACX on the left. Was that an ACS? Yes, it was. The headlight you saw there. Russell 5. Finally, throttle 6 should be enough for this journey. So 50 mph speed limit. We are going downhill very slightly. But I have to say, the weather has definitely taken a toll on this train. I mean, if I remember from the clear weather missions in the past, I've not struggled in the this train this much in the past. I really haven't. So fingers crossed that it's like a not like a one-off kind of thing, but yeah, the GP38, it doesn't like wet weather. I guess it kind of shows that like wheel spin simulation, that kind of stuff, very much is a thing in Train Sim World. Very much is a thing. I'm glad to definitely see it in the simulator. Cool. So welcome to Oak Point. Ooh, there we go. You see my engine there, the revs? Like, that's proper surging right now. We'll cut the throttle for the last time. In reality, what I would be doing after this mission is, well, in fact right now, push to torque and just inform my signaller that, unfortunately, due to issues with my train, I've had to disconnect the rear portion of my train, so be aware that there are trailers now sitting on the track right about here, quite a few of them actually. So warning to the other drivers, and plus my train's malfunctioning to points that the engines are just surging like mad. Probably best if this one gets taken out of service for repairs, maintenance and whatnot, and then take another train to pick up the rest of this load. Anyways, 400 yards now to the stopping points. 400 yards until I can take a quick breather from the, not stressful, but mental journeys. Don't forget, this is advertised on the menu at 25 minutes. I can't wait for the New York Switcher mission, which is advertised at an hour. How long that one's going to take, that's not for another 3 weeks at this point. Got one more. Is it one or two more passenger train routes? I'm gonna have to check the menu quickly as well, just so I know what I'm doing for the rest of the series. But overall, it's been fun. It has been fun. And a lot more thinking went into this route than I was expecting. Actually going in, changing the points, bringing the train out, and then forcing my way into Oak Point. The last 5 minutes was like, that was mental, like actually having to disconnect train, spend about 5 minutes actually trying to figure out why I'm not going forwards. A lot more thinking went into this mission than you think. But we're coming to the end now. Should be a little more power in the engine because we're slowing down. See what I mean? This train's not producing near enough power for this route. I've probably gone for the slightly more powerful cargo train, freight train. I mean, I've got the GP38 DLC, which was quite a bit of fun that. It's a more powerful version of this. And there's one other train, which is, again, more powerful. Okay, are the brakes even turned off? That's released, yeah. We are just struggling. And we come to the very end of this point. Yes, we do. I mean, you guys watching the video, does this train actually look right, how it's functioning right now? Or am I driving with a malfunctioning train? Likewise, are failures a thing now in Train Sim World? Okay, unexpected vehicle formation. Objective complete though. Disembark. Right, now we see what's happening. Like, will they fail me? Or will I succeed? I'll go through the menu as well. Just to have a look. Where am I going to? Going down here. Oh, yeah, I'm off to the van again. So, I'm missing half my train. I do apologise for that signaller. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, when my train feels like it's malfunctioning or the weather conditions just don't suit the train at all, I'm going to struggle. I'm definitely going to struggle. So, over to the van. And let's end our shift for the day. Man, that's just that's just wet sand. That's actually a rather nice texture for wet sand. Change, so yeah, like you got your standard wet gravel, but man, that wet sand's like completely takes over. I like it. Some of the texture in this game are beautiful, really well done. So objective complete, and we have succeeded. I'm gonna level up. Yes, I am. I'm not gonna complain. I'm really not. But yeah, okay. If I want to go back to the menu quickly, main menu. Because that's one thing I now do need to check, bear with me. And there we go. So if I head over to scenarios. And yeah, backtrack got a tick. There you go. 25 minutes. That wasn't 25 minutes, it's not by a long stretch. Then you got right round, so got another passenger train for tomorrow, which is complete an empty stock move. There's trash collector. Which just doesn't seem too long at all, to be fair. And then we've got New York Switcher, which is going to be the mental final thing. But yeah, backtrack. We apparently succeeded it, and we got the tick, so I'm not going to complain. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, do subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.